Alright, so I've dug out my a replacement gasket here. So this one is actually still good. I know I could reuse this one, but I have no idea which size, which one's which side's which. So I got a new gasket here. That's the gasket number. So I think I mentioned in the previous video that the inner and the outer is on a different plane, and you can see how there's a step, right? Inner and outer, there's a different plane. And I just look at the service manual, and it basically says the sealing side should face the cover. So I'm looking at this, I'm feeling both sides, and they feel identical. They feel it's the same, both rubberized. So again, this hole of the gasket perfectly lines up with the hole of the centrifugal filter. Well, this side, you see it's not perfectly lined up. So I could put it this way, or I could put it this way. Actually, you know what? It's not this way. Okay, now it makes sense. Because if it's this way, because of the step, there's a space that goes underneath, and that could leak out the holes here, the bolt holes, basically. So it's not this way, it's this way then. Okay. Even though once you tighten this down, it will go flat, so that shouldn't really matter. But anyways, so okay, that makes sense. All right. So I'm gonna put it in this way then, because if I squeeze that down, if I screw this down, this will kind of do that, and then potentially you could lift that up, as you guys can see there, right, like that. But then because both surfaces are flat against each other, that shouldn't happen. Even if it lifts, eventually it will come together, and it will seal no matter what. Which is this side. Yeah, so I'm gonna put it this way. I think it's this way. Things like that. So yeah, so the service manual is not very clear, even though it says the sealing side should face the cover, this cover here, instead of the filter. And also, you're supposed to use some Loctite on these threads, and I'm not going to. Yeah, I'm not going to. I think there's still a little bit of Loctite left from the original Loctite, because each time I spin this thing, it's it's not very it's not very easy to spin in. You could feel that there's some Loctite on there. There's drag of the Loctite, so it doesn't freely spin in as it would if it didn't have any Loctite at all. So I can feel like right now I can feel that resistance. So okay, so those are 10 millimeters. Not enough resistance there. Geez, even this thing's not enough resistance. Should just left it on the extension. That one does. That's because of the Loctite. The Loctite's on there. That's why it feels, that one has more resistance. Because there's more Loctite on that one than those other ones. Okay. These 10 millimeter bolts are 9 foot-pounds. So 9 foot-pounds. Okay, it's spinning now. Okay, so I need to put in a little gear retainer here. So on the bottom side. So I'm not going to use the torque wrench, I'm just do it by feel. Okay, so we're good there. And that's it, I just need to put the cover back on then. That's it. So the cover's pretty easy. You guys can see that in my other video. The main thing, 3 things you have to look out for as far as the cover goes. There's a dowel pin right here, or there's a dowel pin over here, or a dowel peg. Then you also have to think about the oil passageway thing about, what is it called? The oil passageway peg, dowel, whatever. So it's right there. You can see the oil passage along right here as well. And that right here is this little thing right here. So each time you take this off, you should actually always take this out and look into it, make sure that it's clear. You know, put it against light, something that's light, and you can see through it, and you're good. So I'm actually going to reuse this. This is my 2nd time opening this off. I'm going to reuse it again because it's still fresh, still good. Everything, there's no damage. It's still everything's all smooth, so it should be good. Oops. Yeah. So let's see. Should we put this on video or not? No, why not? Make it a little bit longer, huh? So I already cleaned out my screen here. It's mostly lint. It's like lint, some type of material that's like lint on there. I thought that was kind of interesting. So the other thing you have to think about is pushing this this piece all the way in. See that? How it's all the way in? It's not lifted up like so, like that. Push it all the way in. So you know it's sitting there, and your little clutch pulley thing about right here. Okay, make sure your surface gasket surface is clean. It's not all oily. So actually, I tilted this bike because I didn't dump out the oil. The oil was still pretty fresh. I only changed the oil like, God, how many miles ago? Maybe 400 miles ago. So it's still pretty fresh. So I'm gonna use it for a little bit longer. Use that oil a little bit longer. It should be fine. It's probably got kind of dirty just from opening this up. You know, exposed to dust and such. But it's like so minor. That's so small. Those particles are so small. The centrifugal clutch will probably catch all of that, so it's no big deal. Okay, so look over my surface. Everything looks clean. Okay, so I just put this on. Again, those 2 dowel pins, line those up. And be mindful of this little oil passage pin as well. So be quick about this. Let me see what needs to plug into what. So this right here needs to plug into this little bearing on this side, and that's about it. Oh, and also this little thing right here. So the bearing on this side is this is your centrifugal oil filter, and this little hole right here is your shifter shaft support. I think that's it. That's the only thing that you have to be concerned about as far as going in, and also obviously the dowel pins. But when the dowel pins are aligned, these other ones should be aligned as well. Okay, so you have to be fast about this. Well, I have to be fast because I have a little bit of oil residue back here. It'll drip out, so I'm gonna be quick about this, and hopefully it won't drip out. Oh, come on, missed it. Oh, there it is. Oops, this thing is plastic. It's not metal. I thought this thing was metal. Well, it could be metal, but I think it's plastic. Anyways, it's in, so I'm good there. Just basically need to, bolt it back up again, I don't think I'm going to show that. Well, maybe I will. Or maybe I won't. Yeah, I will. Since I'm already here, I will show it. So these two here, these two right here, has the little cable guide. Right. So these are both pretty much identical, as far as I could tell. Same length, same cable guides. So I'm gonna stick one in right here. This other one on top. And all the other bolts are all the same size and everything. So the other one I have to watch out for is up here where the clutch cable thing is right here for this bolt. There's a little groove, right? See that little small little round thing right here. That's into this little hole over here on the bracket, like so, like that. All right. Let's see, and I think everything else is. I think that's it. Everything else doesn't have anything. Everything else is the same. So I'll just stick them in there. All the same length, same thread, same type of bolts. That's the thing I like about Hondas. It didn't used to always be like that though. I remember there was a time where some of their, like for example this cover, there might have been two, maybe three sizes. You know, they were pretty much all the same type of bolts, but they were different lengths. So anytime you do a cover, let me back this out a little bit. You want to do it so that way it's tightening wise. You want to do it so that way it's any type of cover you want to do is you want to start in the middle and work your way out. So in this case, the middle is the narrowest section. So I'm doing the two narrowest section here, and then I will slowly work my way out. But you know, right now it's still just hand tight, so no big deal. Doesn't matter. Well, that shouldn't matter. It's just hand tight right now. So let me just do the quick pattern for you. So in the middle. Work your way out and it's in sort of a crisscross pattern, sort of, or as much as you can. I guess I could have crossed over that way, but no. Then here the second two middle section would be these ones right here, or narrow section I should say, because the corners are actually further out. Right. That. Yeah. So when you have that little wire bracket, make sure that it's sitting flat. There's a little tab on it that could prevent it from sitting flat. See how it's against the case there. If I turn it over this way, now it drops down. Then it will sit flat. So be mindful of that. So that's basically sort of a stopper that holds it where it's supposed to be. Like that, right? that's your crisscross pattern. Right there, what I just did. Back to it one more time, the narrow section here. I'm just doing this lightly. Lightly. Notice how I'm holding my wrench. I'm holding my hand right here, just like if it was an Allen key. So not that much leverage, because you shouldn't need the full leverage of this wrench for this size. Allen keys. Okay, so I'm gonna go again a little bit harder. Oops, wrong spot there. That's it. I'm done. With the cover, I guess I can just put the clutch cable back on. Hard to see from your angle here. Let's see if I can do this. So it's completely loosened, so there shouldn't be any resistance. There it goes. Now you just need to adjust the clutch cable here. Probably somewhere in the middle, I think. I'm guessing. But well, yeah. So that's about it. Okay. So I do that off. I'm gonna do that off camera. Yeah. So that, and I guess with those two cables right here, those two cable guides. That's where the O2 sensor is. That's what, so I gotta hook those in. Okay, so that's it. Yep, that's it. Yeah, I'm pretty much done with this cover. So that's it. Thanks for watching.